Hey guys, how we doing? Just Juicy here, bringing you a ultimate recovery methods little video. Excuse me. So what I wanted to do was just bring you a lot of the things that you can help yourself, basically, in your recovery to make sure you're ready to go the next time you need to. Whether that's the next day for games or training, whatever it might be. I'm just going to bring you the things that work, and if you implement these things, you'll be amazed at how good you'll feel, and you don't have to have the aches and pains. Now, what I should say is, along with this as well, you've got to make sure you do the training right. One of the big things that when guys are doing their work, they're knowing that the day after they've bowled where everyone else is on the floor, because they've been doing the body of work, they feel a lot better. So that's the key thing. But let's get stuck in and have a little look. So, recovery is crucial. But like I said, it's far too underused. People just pay no mind to it. They'll finish playing, finish training hard, and then just leave it. But if you get it right, you literally do turbocharge everything, because you'll be so far ahead of everyone else the next time you come through, and it will turbocharge your performance, like if you got a game or whether you're training, because you need to get the most out of everything. Okay, so it's absolutely crucial we get this right. So we're going to take you through 5 areas, 5 sort of sections that we can almost segment off after a intense game that we can look into and think, right, how do we get better? So that's the immediate 60 minutes post game, the post 60 minutes, and then almost before an hour before bed, just before bed, actual sleep, and the morning after. Okay, so just going to go through those 5 areas and show you exactly what you can be doing to maximize them. So first up, first 60 minutes post game, a really decent carb and protein based shake, get in your body, particularly if you've, if it's just been a really intense 2020, something like that, and you come off and you're shattered. Getting the carbs and protein in is absolutely crucial, because the carbs let the insulin come out, and that acts as a shuttle to take the nutrients to the cells where they're needed, and that really kickstarts the recovery process, so that any sort of muscle breakdown which has happened, we can start the repair process pretty quick. And this applies to hard training as well, but we're mainly talking games. Then we can get into some 90-90 diaphragm breathing, a very simple drill where you're laid on your back. Your feet might be on the chair, so your legs are at 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees. You turn your left hand on your diaphragm, the right hand above your head as you're laid down, and you just focus on diaphragm breathing for 5 minutes. And that just brings the heart rate down, gets the breathing reset, gets everything sort of working well. From there, you go into a cold bath, so just the cold bath tap, going that for 10 degrees roughly, going that for 2 minutes. And then from there, go into a warm shower for 2 minutes, and then repeat that process 3 times. Okay, so that is only 12 minutes in total, but it, again, just gets the fresh blood, oxygenated blood where we need it, gets everything working. And for cricket, I think that works a lot better than ice baths. Ice baths can sometimes shut you down a little bit and shut down the healing process. But for this purpose, I think the contrast works really well. After contrast, get into some compression gear. Okay, if you've got compression leggings, brilliant. If you've got a compression top, brilliant. Obviously not the ones that you used to play in, because we don't want the sweat, we want them clean and dry. And the compression is fantastic for recovery. It really is. I couldn't overstate how good that is. So then we move on after 60 minutes. So one thing I really like is an inversion table. You've probably seen these when you hang upside down, like Batman, put your legs in a stirrup, and it comes, and the table tilts. So it doesn't go all the way down. It comes to about that angle, about 85 degrees probably. About 170 degrees. And you just hang there for 10 minutes. And it's just fantastic for the back. Okay, it really is. For your discs, everything is compressed. It's just really, really good to just lay there for 10 minutes. If you want to do some diaphragm breathing with it again, all the better. After that, refuel with a decent meal. When I say decent, I'm on about natural foods. Talking about all your meats, your fish, your eggs, your veg, your potatoes, your rice, getting a bit of everything in there. Again, we've kickstarted that sort of recovery process with the shake we've had after, but then just lay on top of that with a decent meal. And then if you've got them, The leg pumps, you've probably seen them. They look like two sort of stirrups you put on your legs, and they just pump and vasodilate and bang, bang, bang on the legs, and almost acting like a massage. But they're fantastic bits of kit. So sort of 20 to 30 minutes of that is fantastic. Or if you're lucky enough to have someone be able to massage you, even better. Legs, lower back, those sorts of areas, especially lower back where the blood tends to pool and struggles to get out. Really good to help that blood flow get out and around and take the pain away a little bit as well. And then before bed, I really like to get stuck into magnesium, zinc, vitamin D supplementation, particularly magnesium, either as a supplement or as a spray, or even salts into a warm bath. Magnesium, so crucial, zinc as well, vitamin D as well, especially in the UK. We don't really get enough vitamin D. Everyone's got pretty low levels when they're tested. So those things are brilliant before bed. Soft tissue work, you should know by now the amount I go on about it. Total game changer. If you haven't, or you'll always have time. You always got time to do 15, 20 minutes. If you haven't, if you're short of time, then just a 5-minute gut smash will work well. It will look after your low back and also gets you into that parasympathetic state to enhance sleep. So as you know, there'll be the hip pain program and the shoulder pain program. I say alternate them because you're getting a bit of everything there. But at the very least, get gut smashing because it's fantastic. And that parasympathetic state just helps get us into that relaxed state so that recovery can really occur when we get to sleep. Also, limit your blue light. Okay, your blue light is your TV, your iPad, your phones, your laptops, all those sorts of things. I say 60 minutes. If you can do even longer than that before bed, fantastic. If you can be going into maybe journaling or reading a book, something like that, all the better. Okay, once you do that, or even start using some blue light blocking glasses, if you're watching TV at night, you'll see the how much better you can recover if you're doing those sorts of things. So give that a go. It's absolutely killing recovery. All the blue light. Actual sleep. So in sleep, sleep side on, and if you can, make sure the pillows are keeping your head neutral. So you haven't got too much where your head's tilted up there, or too little where your head's tilted down. Just keep neutral. Have a pillow that you can hug, a pillow that you can put between your knees so that your spine keeps neutral, and it just helps that process. If you're sleeping in a really bad position for your neck and your spine, you wake up and all the other recovery could have gone to hell because you've then not got to sleep quite right. So like a pregnancy pillow or something, a long pillow is fantastic to use for this. Try and have your room pitch black and cool. Keep the windows open if you can, get the room nice and cool. We're looking at about 16 degrees is a really nice temperature to keep the room. No phones or electrics charging next to your head. If your phone's charging, have it charging somewhere in a different room. Definitely don't have it next to you. If you do have it next to you, definitely don't have it on because that can alter your sleep as well. So we want to get rid of all those electrics. And if you want to go even deeper into sleep, look up mouth taping. There's some really good data on how if we just get nasal breathing, that can help our recovery process, help breathing mechanics, help all sorts. Okay, so it's something you can go and look up, the old nasal breathing. But yeah, they sell patches that you put over the mouth, which make you breathe through the nose. And if you snore, they'll help you with that as well. So sleep, if you get that right, again, massive game changer. So from there, morning after. So what we could do on waking, you're going to be dehydrated anyway. So if you can get 1 liter of filtered water in ASAP, fantastic. There's, again, magnesium will help. So there's a magnesium called Remag, and that's a liquid that you can put into the water, which just gets into the system even better, and you'll just feel fantastic if you're getting on with that. And then a little cold shower as well. A really horrible thing to do, but amazing once you've done it. 60 to 90-second cold shower. You will feel fantastic after it. Then into a movement flow routine to just get everything going. Maybe take a 20-minute walk, or if you've got access to one, a little sauna. Again, you'll just feel so much better, and then have a good breakfast, and then that sort of finishes the whole process. Again, good, what I mean, making sure you're getting all the food groups in there. I'm not on about Frosties or something like that, maybe some eggs, and maybe a bit of veg or a greens drink, just those things that can really help the body and just almost feed the body with goodness. You know, I take a greens drink. I have a little concoction in the morning. I put into my liter of water, which is greens, glutamine, vitamin C, creatine, and L-leucine. Okay, so it just gets everything I need in the body straight away, and it's happy days. And if you have eggs and whatever else on top of that, then you know you're really good to go, and you've ticked off the start of the day. You know, if you get the start of the day, you tend to really go well from there. So that's the 5 areas. You know, it's simple things done really well. Nothing there is mind-blowing. There's a couple of things like an inversion table and the leg pumps, which you might not have, but the rest of it you can get on and do, you know, fairly simply. It's just doing these things so well, time and time again, being effective with them. It's easy not to do them. It's easy to overlook them and forget. But if you get it done, as well as doing all the training and everything else, you will feel so much better and you will fly past the competition, because no one does it. In the pros, hardly anyone does it. And I imagine outside of the pros, hardly anyone does it. So if you are doing it, you just take yourself to another level. Okay. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Any questions, as always, drop me a message, but get on it, give it a try. Even if you can do sort of 70 to 80% of the things in here, you will be flying. Cool. So I will catch you very soon.